ordered her to follow us. Leftrin eyed the boat with dismay. She had good lines for a river barge, and her crew appeared strong and disciplined. And there might be more of them. Almost certainly. There are some even among the traders who say that live ships have strangled trade on the river. The Bingtown and Rainwild councils gave permission for the impervious boats to make the attempt. The owners are aggressive, and they will be hungry to find a way to pay back their investment. If they were in Cork when we left, there would have been plenty of folk willing to hire them to try to follow us. There would have been plenty of money, too, Rain added sourly. Leftrin stared aft, thinking of what all such ships would mean. Not just to Kelsingra, but to trade on the river and its settlements if river traffic became heavier and more affordable. He wondered if the traders who were backing the venture knew that they would be ending a way of life. As he watched, the blue ship began to close the gap between them. They'll keep pace with us easily. Our only hope to lose them will be to travel more by night. He shook his head and glanced at his tillerman. Swaj, with a determined look on his face, nodded. And you think we can lose them? Rain sounded anxious. I think we can try. Maybe put more distance between us. We can at least hope to reach Kelsingra before they do, rather than at the same time. Leftrin replied grimly. Rain nodded. The downpour suddenly became a deluge, the rain hissing like quenched iron as it struck the water. It curtained their pursuers from sight. Rain spoke quietly. You know that eventually they will come, Captain. In large enough numbers that they'll get what they came for. You know that. I know they'll come. Leftrin agreed. He turned to meet Rain's eyes, and a wolfish smile came over his face. But they think all they'll face is a band of half-grown kids and some crippled dragons. But when they reach Kelsingra, what they'll get may not be at all what they were expecting. 5 bodies lay on the floor of the stone-way chamber. The Duke of Calcid looked down on them with annoyance. It had been an exhausting morning. Each man had insisted on his right to tell his story to the fullest before judgment fell upon him. Each had endeavored to spin out his life's thread a bit longer. What fools they were! They had failed and they knew it, and they knew they would die for it. They had only come back to report in the foolish hope that perhaps their families would be spared. They would not. What good would it do to keep the seed of failed men alive, to let them inherit their father's lands and possessions? They would only breed more weaklings to disappoint in the future. Better to cleanse the ranks of his nobles and soldiers of weakness before it could spread through them